Shall we play a game?
This GAF Viewmaster is a lot of fun. What do you think?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Vintage Gaming Memories. In this video, I'm going to bring to light an interesting bundle of Viewmasters that I picked up on eBay. And those are the ones you see right here. I'm hoping to get some feedback from you guys since I'm definitely not well versed with this. And what I mean by that, it's not that I don't know what a Viewmaster is and the purpose of it, but as a collectible item, that's where I lack the knowledge. So hopefully someone will have some more input or insight to provide me, and I greatly appreciate that. So what you're looking at here are the 10 Viewmasters that I picked up on eBay from a seller who stated that this was his personal collection. So that was a big plus for me, knowing that this was not something that went through a number of hands and owners and just became something that they were just trying to turn around and make a dollar. And speaking of dollar, amazingly, I get all 10 of these for only $24.99. Often I see these selling for about $5 to $10 each, and those are ones that are about 20 years old, and not really in great condition. These didn't look like they do now. As with everything I get, I always have to do a nice thorough cleaning because a lot of the stuff is pretty nasty. So this is what it looks like when it was cleaned up, which I now need to figure out the details on these. Just a quick reminder, if you like this video or the videos I have on my channel, a subscribe will go a long way to help me to continue growing this channel, and it doesn't take more than just a click of the button from you to help me. And I really do appreciate it as well. So back to these Viewmasters. So I have them lined up here in chronological order based on my research. Comment below if I misstated anything. Now that listing on eBay noted that these 10 Viewmasters represented periods from 1950 through the 1990s. So that's a nice, about 5 decades of coverage starting 70 years ago. The only problem with the Viewmasters is that they don't stamp a year or model number on the outside anywhere. So what you have to do is research and attempt to match it by picture to pinpoint the model number. And then after you get the model number, you have to research to determine which year during that production of that model it might have came out, because it doesn't just come out 1 year per model. It's quite a bit of years that they produced a certain model, and that's where I'm struggling here. We'll take a look at this closely. Okay, so let's look at the oldest one I have, which is this black one. So this is a Model C Viewmaster. It's definitely different from the rest. Let me get you a good view of it here. The diffuser is 2 separate ones. So this is a Model C Viewmaster, and it was produced between 1946 and 1955. And originally retailed for just $2 in 1946. So if you were to adjust it for inflation, that'd be around $33 in today's value. If you could see, let me get a closer view. It has Sawyer noted on here is the name. And it's got a patent number as well. So this puts it at around a 1950s model. And the feel of this Viewmaster compared to the other ones is definitely solid. So it's made out of this plastic synthetic component called Bakelite. And it's like a resin plastic. It's a lot stronger than the newer models. And what makes this one really special, though, is that the Model C was the first viewer to have the slot for the reel to be inserted in, which is right there. So previous ones, models before this, did not have it like that. You actually had to open it up and put the actual reel inside there and close it up, kind of like a clamshell. So this was the first model that actually had those slots to just drop them in. And then speaking of reels, believe it or not, I do not have any reels in my possession. I don't own a single one. I will get some soon, but even without the reels, I was able to test all these with a simple movement on the advance lever and just looking through the viewing lenses through the light. So, this is the lever here to advance the next slide. And you can't see anything there, but you can get an idea when you put it to light. you know, if it actually has a clean, clear view within through the diffuser, and it does. So this one is a really good condition one. Now the next oldest one I have is this Model E. It's a brown colored one. This was produced between 1955 and 1961. Now what makes this one easily identifiable is the wide V, as you can see here on the top. It doesn't have a curve to it, it's a V, and it stands out. It's also very durable like the Model C because it's got the Bakelite resin plastic. And again, this was tested. The lever works great. I just don't have a reel yet, but anyways, let's see if you could see the writing on here. So this is between 1955 and 1961. Don't know exactly which year this came out. It's a Model E, which was produced during that range of years. Now, these next four, which are lined up right here in the second row, those are all considered Model Gs, which were produced between 1959 and 1977. No longer are those made with the Bakelite, but instead it's just a light plastic. And the challenge I have with the three, and that would be these first three here, the blue and the brownish beige colored tan one here, these two, is that I have no idea what year they were made between 1959 and 1977. The only one I do know would be this last one over here. It is red, white, and blue. So this one's called the Bicentennial one, which was produced in 1976. Pretty obvious. So that one I do know. And it definitely feels lighter. But again, it's got the two separate viewing for the diffuser for the light to come through. Just like the other three and just like the first two models I mentioned. But again, if anyone knows what year those other three that are Model Gs as well, that would be great to know. Let me get you a closer view of those. Like the difference between these two is the way it says Viewmaster. It's printed a little bit differently, but it looks identical. Even the lever is exactly the same. The back, one of them has Viewmaster stamped and the other one doesn't. Don't know much more than it being a Model G and the time frame of 1959 and 1977. And here's the blue one. This one has a saucer orange lever that's one-piece plastic. Some of them have a plastic on top of the metal like this one, which does make a difference. But again, no clue. So Model Gs. And then the last row over here we have are all considered Model Ls, which were produced from 1977 until the 2000s. I'm not sure if and when it ended, but with this one with the ball on the lever, this one here I believe is the earlier version of these other three for the Model Ls. I think my research pulled this one out about between 1980-ish time frame. I do like that it's different, the ball. A lot of them don't have the little plastic on there. They're cracked or just missing completely. But what's different on these Model Ls is it has a one-piece plastic diffuser, as you can see for the back here. They all have them. So that makes it really easy to identify which model. But again, not sure what year. You might have noticed the one here has an Intel sticker on it. I just haven't taken it off yet. But obviously it's been put on there. It wasn't made like that. And this one does have a black saucer shaped lever for the advance, unlike the other ones which have an orange one. So that is my collection. Well, my goal wasn't really to collect every model of the ViewMasters that were produced. So it really ends here with this collection because I could go on and on with many more. You know, there's lighted version ones where you put the batteries in to get some backlight in. There's character themed ones. And there's even a talking one. Pretty cool, but I have no interest to collect these. This would take up a lot of space. And then you got the reels to buy. Those are, thousands of those. I just wanted one to remember my childhood, but since the auction was for 10, it's a no-brainer at that price to get all 10. So now my next question would be how to display these. All right. I've seen people just stack them on shelves, but I like to be a little bit more creative with this. Let me show you what I'm working with as far as my display areas. Now you might have seen some of these with the ending of the videos where I kind of show you where the item actually will be sitting on the display shelf, but let me give you a walkthrough and then you guys tell me, what do you think I should put all 10 of these? So let me unsnap this here. All right, so let me take you for a quick walk and show you what I've got as far as areas to display these, and let's see where it may work. Right now that's the table, my pool table with the cover, and then here's the area that I'm working with. Let's see here. We'll give a quick walk through. I don't want to make it too gaudy. I mean, I already have enough stuff, as you can see. I think that's out of the question, putting it on the shelf there. And then, we've got some Pac-Man stuff here with the Partycade on the wall. And then I think you've all might have seen this sometime, one time or another, where it's all my handheld games on shelving. And I don't really want to throw those ViewMasters there because it's not really a game. So I think that's out of the question. I need all the real estate I can. I've got a few more games to add to this. And then you got some magazines over here, some vintage magazines, Atari ones specifically. And then here are all the Atari gaming consoles and computers and peripherals. And then we have some vintage, what is this here, my TVs. I've done a few videos on that. Turntable, some more TVs and watches. And then, oh yeah, we did that one, a video on that TV, big boombox TV. And then a little table with a bunch of Atari gaming systems that I use often, and that's why they're over there on display to be used, not just for looks. And then some more Atari stuff. Looking at what I have as far as to hang, well, that's an idea, hang. To display is what I was going to say, but I heard a suggestion from someone that said perhaps maybe I can just hang those ViewMasters on the ceiling on a string. I don't know. That looks kind of odd. I don't have any shelving space to put them. I really don't want to put them in boxes and then store them. So if any of you have any ideas where I could put them, that would be great. Definitely don't want to be putting it by the bar. I mean, it's really not a a bar-themed thing. I don't know. But those are the 10 ViewMasters that cover 5 decades, starting with the 1950s. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep your gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. Take care, everyone.